Hello, I am Umbrenero and welcome back to Umbrenero's Life. Today's video is another layout build for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So, I was trying to get a lot of things done in advance, which is a big change for me, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. So this is my layout for a game that will be on my gaming channel, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And I actually had a reference that I was using for this layout, and trying to imitate it was a little hard. The little image on the screen here is actually what the part of the case of the game looks like. And I wanted to kind of use that as my inspiration for the layout. It took a little bit of work, but I came up with something that I felt was close enough that I could kind of make fit this style a bit. There was a lot of little pieces with this. So, I knew I was going to need a gradient with multiple colors, and they had to be the right colors. And of course, I had to remember exactly what I was doing. But that doesn't surprise me. So, using that photo, well, actually using the game case as my reference, I was trying to match the colors the best I could, because I wanted to have this layout be more pastel than other layouts I have made. And I didn't want it to be overly detailed. I just wanted this one to be different. So I wanted to start with a good background that kind of has the vibe I want. And then it was going in and making some of the details, and this is the only time they are seen, because I ended up putting the box right where the gameplay footage would go on top of it all. So I had an idea of what brush I wanted to use, because I wanted it to look a little bit like it was a drawing, because a lot of the artwork in this game is that style. It just felt right. I found a brush that I ended up not using because it was too colorful. But you don't know until you play with these a little bit. So once I found the brush I wanted to use, I knew it was time to start working on this layout a lot more. And in reality, this was a lot of rough sketching rather than trying to be precise. So as I was using the cover of the game, I was noticing, alright, are there any trees? Are there any mountains in the background that I need to be aware of? Is there any clouds I need to be aware of? And I was just using a lot of that to make the decisions of what I was sketching and where. Because like here with the blue, I was kind of trying to do like the shadowed off forest that's on the cover, and I was just going with the flow. And for me, that's actually different than how I usually am when I'm doing some things. Is I need to know what I'm doing. But this was one of those times where I'm like, let's see what happens if I just go. So I went, grabbed the purple that I used in the background for the gradient, threw that in spots because I still wanted to throw that in. And then was throwing in little clouds here and there, which those were easy. But I wanted to have fun with this, and I was just letting my mind wander while I went. I do like how this turned out, even though it won't really see the light of day, but that's okay. It happens. So then I had to shrink down my box, and I put it right in the center, covering up a lot of that work I did. But, you know, that happens. And to keep it usual to me, made a box, typed in the name of the game, and centered it right on the top. And, you know, I actually look forward to finishing this game because this is one I've started but never finished. It'll be a matter of time till I get to it though. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, I am Umbrenero. Bye!